When setting up the stove, you must first take out the foil from the bag. The bottom foil is in the shape of a circle. The old style form of this would have a hole in the center, so it would be shaped like a donut. The legs of the stove would then be inserted into the center of the donut before you unfold the legs. The new style bottom foil just sits under the stove. The stove is transported with the 3 legs touching each other and at the end of the fuel line folded back and clipped to the legs here at the center core. You must first unhook the fuel line at the end of the fuel line and straighten the fuel line out like that. You must then rotate the 2 legs that do not have the fuel line running through them to equal thirds around the burner, where the legs will click because there are indentations at the burner. You then have to connect the stove to the fuel line. You have to lubricate the brass end of the fuel line with pump oil or saliva. The pump oil is provided for you. If you don't have it, you need to spit on your finger and wipe the surface of the fuel line. Do not lick it directly. Position the hook at the end of the fuel line so it can go over the top of the pump handle when connected to the pump. The aluminum block at the end of the fuel line will only allow the fuel line to engage the pump in one correct orientation: the control valve up and the fuel pickup tube down. Slide into the pump this aluminum block until it is flush with the stove's pump section. Rotate the fuel line hook over the pump handle here and lock it into the pump housing here, like that. Straighten out the fuel line so the bottle is the farthest distance from the stove. It is extremely dangerous to let the fuel bottle or the pump get hot from the stove during the operation.